Hi everybody and welcome to End of the Day Beer Review. My name is Rich. Today we're going to be looking at Roscoe Brewing Company's Brown Ale. Now Roscoe Brewing Company is right off Route 17 in upstate New York. I go up there, well actually I drive past Roscoe a couple of times a year, and I've stopped at the Roscoe Brewing Company a few times, had their beer on draft. It's great. Today we're going to be trying their Brown Ale, which is 5.5% ABV. It is supposed to have notes of chocolate, a little bit of coffee to it. Let's open it up and see. Now, I have to tell you, I've tried to shoot this particular review, I think 3 times, and 2 out of 3 times the can has just exploded on me. I don't know why. They've been sitting here in the fridge with no jostling around or anything. So this review hopefully will actually get finished. Let's see. All right. Now I don't know what the problem was with my previous cans. You know, maybe it was my fault, I'm not sure. But it definitely was very, very heavily carbonated. And I picked this can out specifically because the can had a little flex to it when I actually picked it out of the 4-pack that I had. Now, Roscoe is known really for trout fishing. It's called Trout Town. And this brewery is a little past the Roscoe Diner. So let's see how it pours out. And like I said, even though I'm doing a really gentle pour, I'm getting a lot more foam on top than I would have liked. In fact, I have a feeling this is gonna overspill the glass if I go a little bit too far in. So, it is a nice light brown. You know, if I use and the carbonation is very, very heavy. In fact, if I could just get it on the camera, it's very hard to see, but you can see it's just roiling up through it, which I haven't really had happen with their beers before, so I'm sort of surprised by this. I wish I had a light that I could put behind it to sort of show you, but it is definitely heavily carbonated. Even now, sitting here, the head is not dissipating. So, let's see if I can get a little more in the glass. Not really. All right, this is gonna be a little unseemly, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna try to just get rid of the head. You know, the aroma, it's got a nice roasty smell to it. You can definitely smell the coffee, but like I said, that head is sort of ridiculous. Let's see. This is gonna be gross, so forgive me. Now, I'm not even at the beer yet, and I will tell you, it's got some good flavor to it. Forgive me, folks, it was definitely not my intention. Again, I'll try and get it a little closer to the camera. I don't know if you can actually see that, but the carbonation in this is insane. All right, let's give it a taste. Well, trying to also not to, you know, snort any of the head as I breathe this in. So, very nice aroma, although I'm sure my my olfactory senses are a little bit off because I've already tasted this. But yeah, you can definitely get the coffee in there. It's a nice roasty sort of smell to it. All right, so I'm definitely getting coffee, maybe a little bit of chocolate on the back end. There's a very pleasant, almost bitterness to this on the back of the tongue. So, I mean, I'm very, very pleased with this, except, like I said, at this point, the only problem I have with it is just the roiling carbonation that's going through it, that's actually making it a little bit more difficult to drink than I've had it when I've gotten it on draft. So, yeah, and as soon as you pour anything in, it comes through like crazy. I will tell you this though, it's a very enjoyable beer. It's a good drinking beer, not too heavy. It's definitely not weighing down the taste buds too much. I don't think this would overpower a meal that you were having with it. I would like to see the carbonation dialed down just a little bit, because it does seem to get in the way of this being as enjoyable as it should be. In other words, I almost feel like it's something to do with when they put it in the can, but I mean, I wouldn't know what that was. Yeah, definitely good coffee flavor to it. Some chocolate there. Very nice bitterness on the back of the tongue that I enjoy. A good roasty type of brown ale. And honestly, it's definitely worth looking for this one. I find that just about every beer that Roscoe has put out that I've tried their two-headed stout, and I'll be doing a review of that as well. I've tried their Pilsner, I've tried their, I think it's a red lager. They have very, very good beer at the Roscoe Beer Company. And this is really the first time I've ever run into any sort of problem. Now, the carbonation does seem to be, starting to slow down a bit, but it definitely is getting in the way of making it the most enjoyable experience I've had with a Roscoe Beer Company beer. It is a wonderful brown ale. And if it's available in your area, I live on Long Island, downstate New York, and some of the local distributors have Roscoe beer here. I also have gone up there to pick up a couple of cases from time to time. It's a really, really good little brewery, little beer company up there, right on the side of right off of 17 in upstate New York, in Roscoe, New York. So if you see it out there in your local distributor, definitely worth getting. I can't remember what I paid for this at the distributor. I want to say it was either $14.99 or $16.99 for a 4-pack, but I definitely think that it is worth the money as far as, you know, a local New York beer goes. This is one of my favorites, and the brown is excellent. And this is really the first time I've had that problem with the overcarbonation. So, you know, maybe this is just something with this particular batch. But whatever it is, it has not really harmed the beer. It's just made it a little bit more difficult to do a tasting and then also do a video, because like I said, a couple of these cans, as soon as I've cracked them, and I cracked them just as gently as I did this one, just went all over the place and it was an enormous mess. But right now, this one, great beer. I'm going to enjoy this for the rest of the evening. Well, not really the rest of the evening. It is only 5.5% alcohol, so it's a really easy drinking beer. And once this head sort of dissipates a bit, I think this is going to be the exact beer I remember when I was in Roscoe last. Anyway, thanks so much for stopping by. Have a great night. I'm going to finish this. And please, if you like it, please hit that like button, subscribe, check out on Instagram. I will be trying to post a beer review once a week. This week I'm a little late, but again, I'm going to try and get them out once a week and try to do these sort of smaller brewery type of beers. Again, this is Roscoe Beer Company's brown ale, and definitely worth looking for in your local distributor. If you're up near Roscoe, New York, definitely worth stopping by and trying it off, right off the tap. Anyway, have a great night.